What is something that is often missing from the first draft of an applicant's statement of purpose?
Great question. Something that is often missing from the first draft of an applicant's statement of purpose is the very basic who, what, when, where, why type of information. This is something that I've seen time and time again working with clients, is that they spend a lot of time trying to articulate their deep sort of reasons for wanting to join the program, which is absolutely necessary. And they spend time talking maybe about their research experiences, which is absolutely necessary and important to do. But in the process, they may forget to mention what school did they go to or what was the project about. I recently was working with a client who was working on a project, and it's an engineering application, and he didn't state what the problem they were trying to solve was, or even just, what was the purpose of doing this work. So it's kind of funny because the first round of a statement of purpose, oftentimes what I'm doing is asking, when was this? Was this while you were in school? Was this after? Or what company was this with? So it's oftentimes not the sort of like deep philosophical, why do you want to get a PhD or a master's degree? It's more just, what is the timeline for your work?
The basics, huh? Like you say.
Yeah.
I sometimes am surprised that in the statement of purpose, applicants don't have a real purpose for their course of study, or somehow it gets lost in the deep philosophical ramblings. But the real purpose of their applying to this particular program and what they want to do after this particular program and what they want to do after the program is somehow absent.
Yes, that's a really good point. I think for sure So on the one hand, it is like the who, what, when, where, why kind of questions. And I think that you're absolutely right that in addition to that, often it is, why are you going to put yourself through more schooling? Why do you want to be there? What do you plan to do while you're there? And I think you're completely right that one thing that I almost never see right off the bat on an application, on the statement of purpose, is the purpose. What do you want to do with your degree when you are done? That is, and I'll be surprised too how many times clients haven't really thought about that as well, which is in a way a really good thing, because the statement of purpose can be a real pain in the butt for, why am I doing this essay? But it can also be a real chance to figure out, what do you want to do? Why are you applying to these schools?
Absolutely. And it is really hard to write a statement of purpose if you don't have a purpose. So.
It is. Yeah, it's kind of in the name. It is. I always talk about a statement of purpose being a very forward-looking document. And sometimes it's a personal statement, which is a little bit more backwards looking. And you will, of course, in a statement of purpose, talk about your past experiences, but they really want to know. And I think it's a very, reasonable thing for them to ask, what are you going to do in the program? And what are you going to do afterwards? And why? Why do you want to spot here? But on the flip side, it can actually be really difficult to figure out. Oftentimes we know we want to do something, but we're not exactly sure how to explain it. Or sometimes the reason might be, I like the location of the school, which is a legitimate reason, but it shouldn't be your only reason.
Right. Right, for sure. So I guess the bottom line is, don't forget who, what, where, when, and of course, the why, the purpose.
The why, yeah.